It's time for Barrilito versus Gunslinger. Let's go. Game & Watch, Zero Suit.
Those are so good.
Barrilito has been tearing through this bracket from loser's side, like I said. Started off losing to Sushi, or actually before that. In his group stage, he went undefeated versus, who is it? Sorry, let me pull it up. He went undefeated versus Senior B, Toxicara, and Zeldad. Then he lost to Sushi in winner's side. And then he fought Heroes, gave him a KOF. He got a bye because Hida had to DQ. Then he fought Senior B again. And now he's fighting Gunslinger here to potentially make it into Grand Finals to his side. And Gunslinger, on the opposite end, that loss to Sushi was his first loss all tournament. Yeah, because he went undefeated in his pool versus Bacon Master, Hypermania, and Garnishing. Then he beat Quackus Anonymous, and then he beat Hida to make it to Winners Finals. So, suffered his first loss at the hands of Sushi there in Winners Finals. Let's see what he has to challenge Barrilito, and it looks like Barrilito has the answer right now to start off the set, considering he has the stock lead.
Taking a very little damage.
Yeah. And this is just kind of going to be the general theme throughout this entire set, is Barrilito's punish game is very, very refined with the Game & Watch, and he's also very, very evasive. So he will typically, he'll get his punish off, and then he's going to do 80% or so. Maybe he's going to get a kill off of it, or in like 2 more interactions he will usually. And then he's just going to kind of run away and just snowball that into a big lead. So it's really on, you know, seeing if the opponent can, you know, adapt to playing with such a deficit versus Barrilito.
Definitely not holding forward now, which is good right now.
Yep.
Laughing in percents. Yeah.
Back air is not going to do it. And again, Gunslinger, the Zero Suit was used to beat Hida. We did see the link in the last set, which got him up too low. And he also, in addition, has an Ichigo. His main, of course, that's the Peach, but I feel like this is 100% one of those matchups you would never really want to go a floaty into this Game & Watch. And I think that's pretty evident to see from, you know, everything that Game & Watch has, this great juggling potential.
Oh no.
Did it cut out for a second there?
I thought Barrilito was about to combo into like a hammer. There.
Nah,
that looks nasty.
Usually, from what I've seen, he tends to do that around when it's like last stock and he needs to get like a 9 and just like kill really easily. Like if he's losing usually, that's like something like, that he tends to do is like sort of a desperation play. Otherwise he generally just goes for these bread and butters like he's doing right here with the up B nair drag downs and such. And just like the up airs to keep you juggled and all that. So yeah, definitely probably just be going for the rinse and repeats, as you're seeing here. I said this earlier in his set versus Zeldad in his pool, but he has a lot of experience playing against another very strong Vladam player, Edgar Blink. I believe they have about like 12 or 13 sets between them, and typically what Edgar has been doing in the most recent sets versus Barrilito is playing Zero Suit, actually, as opposed to Edgar's usual main of Zelda. So that's why I was saying in that set earlier, he probably has a lot of experience versus Zelda. The same can also be applied to Zero Suit. I imagine he has a lot of experience fighting Zero Suit as Game & Watch. On top of the fact there are other Zero Suit players in LATAM, I think notably MT402 and Psycho BB are 2 of the stronger Zero Suit players in the region that he probably has some sets played
That is a cute stock icon.
Yeah. I think it's pretty neat how every character has like a icon like that whenever they're being juggled by Game & Watch. As opposed to just like their regular stock icon. Like in Ultimate, it's just your regular stock icon, but in this game, they actually just turn you into a ball. That's a good up smash, getting the read on the roll there. Barrilito up 3 stocks with 2.5 minutes remaining. It's probably gonna go to a timeout, and if not, he's probably gonna take this last stock. Alright, the side B finally gonna take it. And Barrilito is indeed the timeout master. So, yeah.
Waiting on that floating angel platform.
Yeah. Absolutely do not be surprised if this game goes to time, if Gunslinger starts piling on some good percentage. Which is what he seems to be doing right now. Trying to catch the landing there. Yeah, I've been noticing the later into this tournament we get, I think the more Barrilito's been trying out using that Chef neutral special. Which is interesting because I've never really seen too much of a usage for it outside of like edge guarding use cases. You know, just like tossing it out to just... Oh, that was a flub right there. That definitely could have been a jab block there on Gunslinger's end, and he could have F-smashed or backward or something. He's able to get the F-smash there, but we are now down to 1 minute 15 seconds. So, Barrilito with a 52%
possible for Gunslinger.
It is definitely possible for Gunslinger to make this up.
Like, Xeus dude has combos that I can do that with.
You just gotta not get hit too
much. There we go, there we go.
35.
Wait a minute.
Alright. 1 minute remaining, so timeout definitely...
Victory condition is clear right now.
Yes, absolutely. Back air?
Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, just one.
Oh, there we go. He's got the lead. Is he running away?
Disengage. Disengage. Yes.
Disengage immediately.
Okay.
Smash.
This is a fun game. Okay.
All right, yeah. Does he time him out? Does he make it happen?
I think Gunslinger's
no.
Oh wait, never mind.
No.
Never mind.
61%. Wait.
This might. Okay, never mind. Yeah,
wait,
disengage.
Wait.
Disengage. We are disengaging.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is not comfortable though. You need to hold this for another 20
It's
seconds.
pretty much a game of tag.
No,
right
that's
now.
it. That's it.
7. Oh, it's possible.
Oh
no.
No, that's it. That's it.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. How do you make this up now?
Yep.
Up throw?
Wait.
Back here?
Okay,
no,
crazy kill combo? No crazy kill
yeah,
combo.
no, just kind of fell out of Gunslinger's hands there at the end.
That's okay.
That was pretty intense there at the ending, I will say.
Timeouts are fun near the end, especially if it's that close.
Yep. So here we go. Game 2. Not going to be on Tower of Salvation. We're going to Battlefield. Kind of a suspect pick, I would say. I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, having the platforms, maybe you can get some combo extensions, but I feel like Game & Watch definitely prefers to have those over Zero Suit, considering, you know, he can make it ambiguous whether he's going to land on the platform, fall through with an air dodge, and you can also get some really good extensions on it. We saw in a couple of Barrilito's other sets, he would do like an up special to the top platform, and then he would do an air drag down into an up smash, and that would usually kill around 60 or 70, considering the proximity to the top blast zone and up smash being so strong. So, you know, just something to consider. That is suspect DI as well.
Ouch.
And Gunslinger's dead. Nice back air. That will do it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, neither of them. Okay, there we go. That's the first bit of damage on that second stock.
More up E. Thank you, Mr. Missile.
Air suit, up tilt, up air, up special, up tilt. Not gonna get the back air. Alright, up throw bear? No, not quite. Oh wait, this could be... Oh, what traded
Wait,
there?
huh?
I don't know what traded there. It might have been an up air.
I'm not used to that move trading. Usually, fire just wins.
Yeah. That's really odd. Oh,
There you go, that's the credit card. Again. Oh, wow. Ooh. Try the toot.
Yep.
Actually, both characters are very similar, because Xeus can do somewhat of the same thing with up B.
Yeah.
That just sends down.
It's just she typically does like up tilt out of shield, which leaves her in place, and it's kind of just slower version of what Game & Watch is doing. But it is still very potent, you know, like the up airs and such to drag you off the top, and the up B drag downs. Oh wow!
Hello?
That's a big flow.
How? Oh.
I think because he was using the up B offensively and such, trying to get some damage in.
Oh yeah.
So
I do get lost in the sauce with Sonic. Like, I just be springing up.
yeah.
And up.
Up and away. Shout out, what is that, Superman? I don't know.
Up and away. He has not said that in like 3 centuries. Like, that's.
Like, okay, 90s boy.
Up and away.
Alright, yeah, just up special, yeah. And the fair's gonna take it. Yeah, the Nair's coming out. So good damage on Barrilito's end.
Ooh, okay. I like the near drag downs.
Yeah. You know, just the typical Game & Watch stuff that he tends to
The
do.
loops.
Give me the loop! Oh, nice back tilt. Yeah, just what do we get here now? The back air. Alright, that's gonna be stock. Gunslinger. Game 2. He still is breathing some life into this. To the set.
Actually, I think I did mention the girl who was like high on Xanax and pulled down my pants during art class in high school.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that at some point.
Yeah, because like you did sicko mode, and I was thinking of like the half a Xan line.
Yeah. Do you
And you know, train of logic.
You remember still the friggin' Waffle House employee? Yeah,
Yes.
shout out. I forgot her name. Whatever. That one Waffle House employee who told us like her entire life story for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Yoshi's story, completely unrelated. This stage is not related to a Waffle House. I was gonna make a bit and compare it in some manner of the sense of being a Waffle House-like, but no, it's not. Gunslinger has 72% because of Barrilito's good punish, so Barrilito's just kind of taking it easy right now to start off the set. Yep, there's the up air.
Tina. I don't know. I feel like that's too short.
I don't know.
That's all I've been thinking about. I used to remember her name.
Yeah. Up B. Alright, up air, yeah, that's gonna hit. You just have to drift away from Game & Watch whenever he does the up special. That's basically your only option to get out of there. Because the up B is fixed knockback, you know, it doesn't really scale or anything. It's just, you know... So it's also just hard in the eye because of that fact. Oh, that's a whiff grab?
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Alright, alright. Gunslinger getting desperate? Oh, that was an up special right there. And yeah, what he likes to do is do these uppies way up high, and then do like the weight with the parachute, and just catch you trying to commit to catching me either on the platform or catching him falling through the platform. And then he does the one that you don't want to see. Yeah, it's just a really good tactic at like wasting time and conditioning your opponent and such. I will say it's a strong strategy. It's just it's very non-engaging and it's very like samey across the board for like a lot of characters, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That doesn't mean that you don't have to expend as much mental energy on, you know, how is this opponent's character gonna like fight differently potentially. Like if you just have like the one solid game plan that you're sticking to and it works pretty universally, then all you really have to worry about is adjusting combo routes depending on their weight and such. And that definitely can help in a tournament environment when, you know, all the pressure's on, all the stakes are high. You gotta worry about like all of these things, like your placing, like it helps reduce the mental stack basically, in comparison to, you know, maybe a character who doesn't have as much of a set game plan like that, which I can't really think of an example right now, but trust me, there are characters like that.
I'll take your word for it.
I hope you find whatever it is you are looking for. Up B, up air? No, not quite gonna do it. Yeah, the thing also with just having a character like that that's pretty universally, you know, gonna stay the same across every matchup is you don't also have to worry that much about, like, if your opponent counterpicks, you're not gonna have to adapt to that much in comparison.
Boy, does she flip.
She sure does.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this for the fact that Gunslinger does have other secondaries, and other characters that he could pull out, and that's something that you are maybe gonna want to be wary about if you're Barrilito. And just the fact that you don't have to super worry about that as much, and you really only have to, like, change up your combo routes and such, you know, you don't have to completely change the way that you play the game from, like, a fundamental game plan, like, here's what I'm looking for, here's what I'm gonna do, like, for most of the match sort of thing, you know. Just very, you know, very strong to have. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't remember who exactly told me this, it was someone in the LATAM community. It might have been Quackus, aka Diego. But I believe, they said that Barrilito is a math teacher, tutor, or professor, or something along those lines.
Wait, whoa, okay, that's a huge line between tutor and professor. That's like...
I think he's a teacher. I think he's a teacher.
Okay, I believe.
And I don't know exactly, like, what level of, like, math he's teaching, or, like, what level of kids he'd be teaching math to. But this is just the hearsay from around the block. You know, if you're gathered up at the cul-de-sac and trying to hear what your neighbors are talking about at the barbecue, here's a little bit of gossip for you.
Imagine finding out your math teacher plays SSF2. Like, not even, like, ultimate.
Yeah. You know Tweak's retiring?
Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah, like, for real.
Okay. Oh.
He got like 4th or 5th at Kowloon, and then he was like, you know what, I'm good.
I was gonna hit the community hard.
Yeah. Anyways, Dreamland is the pick here. Very big stage. Honestly, I don't feel too good about this one either. It's still a triplat, so he still has the advantage of, like, you know, he just upbeats on the top platform, and then, like, what do you do after that? Like, how do you catch him landing if you don't really, like, super commit to an option? And he can still do the up air and it still kills like that. And he just has more room to run around, he has more opportunities to survive, considering the stage is so much bigger. I'm not trying to, like, you know, just beat up on Gun for this, but I feel like there was definitely better stages he could have picked, potentially. I maybe would have gone for, like, Smashville or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh, and he doesn't make it back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a situation where you just gotta flip kick to try and make it back. This game is running away from Gun's hands right now. We're spilling the juice everywhere.
Oh yeah, I think you're
there's-
gonna say spilling the beans, but like that's something
we're
else.
spilling milk and we're about to be crying over it.
Yeah, I'm crying over it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It is, you know, the container's starting to leak a little bit.
Like all the eggs are in one basket, and that basket's on the ground right now.
That basket is on the ground, and there is a train barreling towards it. That windshield's gonna be extremely filthy. Like, imagine just getting eggs on your freaking, you know, on your windshield. They don't egg houses anymore, you know?
Okay, that happened. I got one egg at my window. That happened recently.
Dang. Okay.
It was kind of funny, not gonna lie.
Did you clean
From like, no, it's like I live second story, so like I'm not like crawling the walls
fair.
to clean that. That's just staying there.
All right. Barrilito is at 3 stocks. Gunslinger's just about to lose this next one in a couple of
Ever heard of the Seattle windshield pitting epidemic, kid?
No.
Oh, you have now.
Well, Seattle's not relevant to this set, so I don't really care.
Okay.
If you told me it was in California, I could have related that back to Gunslinger. Yeah, no. Oh, that... Yeah, it's just like... Once he gets you up in the air, how do you get down? Oh, it doesn't get the proper last hitbox of up B. Okay, what was he looking for? I think he just... If he just finds an up air raw here somehow, that'll probably be the kill.
And yeah, just like drag down there in the up B.
Or a
Maybe
fair,
find
honestly,
nothing.
this close to the ledge, it could definitely be done.
Oh, the credit card? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get that. There we go. Oh wait, no.
No, it just, the wind box pushing up, yeah. Looking for it. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. It's not out of the question to see a timeout here. But if you're Barrilito, you probably just want to wrap this up sooner rather than later, and that up air will wrap up that stock. So Gunslinger's on last stock. Winner of this does go to Grand Finals for a shot at $15. By winner of this, I mean winner of this set. Gunslinger still has to take another game after this. So, you know, very bad position to be in, down 3 stocks to 1 with 3 minutes remaining, having to fight a Game Watch that doesn't really care about interacting with you and will just outpunish you on a character that's not even really your main. And yeah, he's not able to find anything in terms of an opening. He's just stuck in the corner versus this Game Watch who keeps approaching him from the diagonal angles that Zero Suit's just not really that well versed in being able to beat out. Oh, no, that's not gonna do it, but another one probably will. Another up B, drag down up air, or something of the sort. Or if he gets it on the top platform here, that could also be scary. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, shoot. He almost landed into that up smash.
Yeah, take your time, Barrilito.
Yeah, that was 7 seconds he just burned from dying to coming off of the Angel platform. So if Gunslinger wants to win this, he basically has to take this stock before it reaches the 1 minute mark. Or else I don't really see a way of him racking up the damage necessary to get, you know, get him up past 120-ish, which is what he's at right now.
Oh, that credit card was so close. Alright.
Almost. Gunslinger on his last legs, the up air.
Ah, the up air, raw up air.
And that's gonna take it out.
This loser's tear keeps on going. Oh.
Yeah. Barrilito will be fighting Sushi in Grand Finals. And Both of these players are going to be fighting for a shot at $15. 15 smackaroos.